What's going on, everyone? Welcome to episode 2, season 3 of the Mike and Alex Show.
Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Mike.
This is Alex.
This is Evan.
We are back. We're doing a late night one. Well, kind of, sort of, for a weeknight.
They're not going to know.
With Mike, Alex, and Evan.
They're not going to know
Soft
what time
rock
we're doing
for the
this
late
at.
night.
Well, they might be listening to it at night, too. So I encourage you all to listen to this at night, just so you get the vibe where we are.
We'll add in some soft rock in between us talking, so it's like a late nights with Mike and Alex and Evan.
I'm the quiet storm. So, wanted to touch on a couple things here this week. There's a lot going on.
A lot going on. A lot of craziness.
A lot of craziness around the world, but here locally, our Red Sox just beat the Yankees. And that's a pretty big deal if you're from around here, as all you guys know. You know? Once you complete this, you know, we're in the American League Championship now against Houston, who are actually a pretty tough team. So
They're actually a very tough team, yeah.
I'm happy they made it this far, though, because if
Me
they
too.
lost in the first round again, that would be just...
I would be done. I'd be like, nope, can't watch this anymore.
And I really don't do baseball throughout the year. I just too many games.
Too many games, but I can't do it anymore throughout the year either. I used to.
Yeah.
I used to be hardcore into it. Like, watch every game possible, and now it's like, just send me the Cliff Notes.
Yeah, I don't have the time to keep up with the Sox, but it's nice watching the playoffs and seeing them do well.
Yeah. I admit I'm a playoff fair weather fan when it comes to the Red Sox, but I'll go to a game anytime, like we've all had in the summer, because it's.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's such a great thing to do in Boston, especially Fenway Park.
Yeah.
And did you see the game at all? Any of this past few games against the Yankees?
I saw portions of the games when I'd be out, but I didn't sit through an entire game. You know, I don't do cable anymore, so.
Yeah, I just catch up with with Facebook now, you can just look at your Facebook live feed and you'll figure out how the game's going.
Yeah, by the meltdowns that people are having.
Yeah.
No, that I can't do that with sports. I can do that with other things like political stuff. Even I don't even like doing that, but I don't know. When it comes to players, you actually gotta watch it. I feel like you have to see it going down.
Yeah.
And, but no, it was a good series, so I'm pretty excited about it going on. And how's everyone's fantasy football season doing so far this year?
I am 2-3 after 5 weeks.
2-3. There's like half of our league is 2-3, and then a couple people are a little bit better, and one person.
Person is winless.
Yeah.
Sorry, Rocco.
Yeah, you'll get one eventually. If it's, I think I'm facing him this week, so
maybe it's time for the fire sale to begin.
No, I gotta keep my comeback going. I lost the first 3 games, so I won the next 2. So
yeah, I lost the first 2, won the next 2, lost this week.
Yeah. My reshuffling of personnel has paid off. I just want to keep the momentum.
Well, I have won the last 2 weeks, so I'm 3-2. But again, like you guys said, we don't have any undefeated teams, but we do have one 0-5.
No, we have one undefeated team in our league.
Yeah.
One.
I'm not going to acknowledge him on here.
Well, apparently, because you didn't mention it earlier.
The Komish.
Well, yeah, because he beat me this past week.
Commish. I would have guessed Rocco would have been the Commish.
Yeah.
Rocco is not the commish. You are mistaken.
Well, yeah, he's 0-5, so.
He's the reverse Komish.
Yeah, so I gotta.
See, we keep saying commission. Now I'm thinking about the TV show, The Commish.
Oh yeah. No. Rocco's Chicklish Shield, not Chicklish Komish.
By the way, before we go,
That's not a bad thing.
I just want to say, well, actually, 2 quick things. By the time everyone hears this, I have a comedy show tomorrow night, but people will probably hear this afterwards, so we'll have to update on that after. But Thursday, October 11th, I have a show at Improv Boston.
Cool.
So tomorrow night, so I'm looking forward to that. And I kind of want to keep this on the DL a little bit, but I've just recently come up with a really good idea for a horror movie that I'm really loving.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. You what?
I've just come up with a really good idea for a horror movie that I've been kind of talking to a couple people about. I think it's gonna go big. I think it could be something good. So
Make it happen, Captain.
I'll just give you a hint. It involves a crazy chick.
You've just described every horror movie that I've lived for the last decade and a half.
That's what I mean. Real things come from real, stuff comes from real life. But it kind of came to me in a dream one night, and I woke up and I was like, I gotta write that down. Do you guys ever have a night like that where it's music or something? You're like,
all the time.
I gotta write that down because like after you have a dream, there's like that certain period of time where you have to write it down or you're gonna forget it. So that's about a week ago. I came up with something. So maybe when I have the outline down, I can let you guys know. And you can give me your honest opinion on it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
So just kind of a side note there.
And if it takes off, you know who you can use for the musical score.
Yeah. You see what you got. I kind of have songs in mind that would work well.
Yeah.
But so that's kind of something. What's been going on with you guys? Any shows coming up?
I just went and saw Elton John's Farewell Yellow Brick Road.
How was he?
At the Garden over the weekend. He was amazing. Worth the cost of the tickets.
He didn't screw you over on a song request?
Nope.
Or?
Every song I wanted to hear, he played.
Now, when you say that, did he play a lot of hits or a lot of...
It was all hits. Yeah. Why would he... It's a farewell tour. Of course he's going to play the hits.
Weird songs, so you like a lot of B-sides and stuff. So.
I do like the deep cuts. But I love Elton John hits, and he played them all.
Oh, okay.
Well, the thing is, when you have that much, when you have like 20 songs you can play, and you have like 30 or 40 hits, it's kind of hard to narrow it down. But he did a great job with it. He even did off of Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. He did Funeral for a Friend, Love Lies Bleeding, which I'm convinced is what Fuel ripped off when they did Hemorrhage, because it's literally the same phrase in the chorus.
Let's check that out.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Now, does he only?
Well, they have different types of hemorrhages,
Well, he's playing piano, but he's got a full backing band. He's got like a drummer. He's got a percussionist that does like bongos and all this other stuff. He's got a guitar player, a bass player, a keyboard player. So he's got like a full backing band behind him doing the music.
Nice.
It was amazing. It was a heck of an experience.
Was this the Garden? Where was this?
It was at the Garden, yeah, the Boston Garden.
He wouldn't do anything smaller than that.
No. Cool. I assume it was like a couple hours, a few hours, right?
Yeah, it was a couple of hours. It wrapped up like around 10:30. So yeah, he played like 2.5 hours straight, though. He took maybe a 2-minute break for the encore.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Any others? Do you have shows coming up the rest of the year?
I do.
I'm
I'm going to see Draco Rosa at the Royale in Boston. Used to be Robbie Rosa and then Robbie Draco Rosa, but now he just goes by Draco Rosa. It's going to be a heck of a show. I saw him a few years ago, and it was great. And then a couple of days after that, I've got Lindsey Buckingham.
Nice.
Look at that.
Because if I have to choose between Fleetwood Mac and Lindsey Buckingham, I choose Lindsey Buckingham. I go where the talent is.
Throw a poll out on that one for everyone.
Yeah, go for it.
Fleetwood or Lindsey Buckingham?
Yep, Lindsey Buckingham every time.
I'm not too up on the Fleetwood Mac knowledge. So.
Yeah, they've got Mike Campbell from Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers and some other guy replacing Lindsey Buckingham.
Now, what happened? They were falling out?
They fired him.
Like when? Just recently?
They fired him in April.
Why? After all those years?
Yeah.
There had to have been a reason.
There probably was. I'm really not interested in the reason. All I know is that the reason I was going to go see Fleetwood Mac was because of Lindsey Buckingham, and now Lindsey Buckingham's touring by himself, so I'm going to see Lindsey Buckingham.
Well, you enjoy that.
I'm going to. You know I will.
How about you, Evan? Do you have anything coming up?
Yeah, I'm seeing the Passenger. He's coming around. It'll be at the Boston Paradise next Friday, so I'll be going to see him because I like his newest album, Runaways.
I'm also going to see Johnny Marr. Sorry, Evan.
Asshole.
John, yeah, Alex, you had your turn.
Yeah, I thought I almost forgot. Yeah, I'm going to see Johnny Marr twice next week.
Where?
I'm going to see him in New York, and then I'm going to see him at the Paradise in Boston. See, when you said Paradise in Boston, it just kind of clicked back in, Evan.
Wait, so you just didn't you didn't even think that you're going to New York next week?
I was talking about it earlier in the day, and I guess I had already talked about it, so it's behind me. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to New York to meet Johnny Marr.
That's random. Wait, is this like a small club in New York or something?
Yeah, it's going to be a nice. I've never been, so we'll see when I get there.
Uh-oh. Alex versus New York.
I'm not driving, so I'm good.
Yeah. And the Red Sox series is over, so you don't have to go in and be an
and start trouble with where my Red Sox at.
Yeah. They're a little bitter though, so I wouldn't do that.
I'm not scared. They're New Yorkers.
Apologize if anyone's listening in New York, but that's just the way we feel.
Yep. The second tier wannabe Boston.
Yeah. Well, speaking of music, did you guys see the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is out?
I did. So, yep, they did they posted the announcements. So the list includes Radiohead, Rage Against the Machine, Janet Jackson, Roxy Music, Stevie Nicks, The Cure, Def Leppard, Todd Rundgren, Rufus and Shaka Khan, LL Cool J, The Zombies, Devo, John Prine, MC5, and Kraftwerk. So there'll be a fan vote that will help decide who gets in off this list.
Okay. Those are the nominees, so not all of those people are going to make it.
Right.
Exactly.
How many usually make it out of that group? 5?
Not too sure.
I think it's about 10.
Yeah, that would make sense. But it's an interesting list because you have the Zombies who've been around since I think the 50s.
Yeah.
And then Radiohead and Rage Against the Machine, which are like relatively early 90s or so.
Isn't it have to be 25 years from the first album?
I think
25 years from your first album, yeah.
So Radiohead's got to be just 25 years, I would think.
Yeah, it's just still still an interesting range. And then since it's been 25 years, now is the time that all the grunge fans are watching out for okay, Soundgarden isn't nominated yet, Alice in Chains isn't nominated yet, Smashing Pumpkins isn't nominated yet, Stone Temple Pilots, any of those 90s bands. Pearl Jam I think is the only one who really has one bit who has been in there.
Nirvana got in.
You're right. Nirvana got in, which actually, yeah. Did any of you guys see that they did kind of like a little, somewhat close to a reunion to close out their Cal Jam a couple days? I think it was last week.
I didn't.
I read about that.
This reunion, is impossible.
Yeah, and San Bernardino, they had Joan Jett and John McCauley from Deer Tick. They just had it was just a little 6-song set, kind of an encore during the Foo Fighters concert.
Yeah, so they got Chris Novoselic back on bass and then just had a couple different singers.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool.
Yeah, as long as it stays as the one-offs that they've been doing, I think it's cool. It'll be tough if they try to turn it into a big arena tour or whatever. But I mean, not that they're going to do that, but I think it works better as one-offs.
No, I can't even picture anyone that would want to go see a Nirvana reunion if they had not even a lookalike singer, but just someone who sounds like him singing. I don't know. I don't know if that people would.
Yeah, but I mean, it's worked with Alice in Chains and Stone Temple Pilots. Stone Temple Pilots.
It definitely
worked.
I'll tell you right now, it definitely worked with Stone Temple Pilots because when I saw them, a lot of people were literally there to see Stone Temple Pilots.
Well, yeah. But they're a little bit different though. Nirvana situations.
Yeah. So I mean, why not?
Yeah, because I can see where you're coming from, Mike. But I think if you get the right person who's a good fit with the other guys, they're gonna pick up on the fans will go check it out.
Yeah,
I might go check it out. I mean, I don't think it would be like an Alice in Chains is doing we said before, an Act 2. It's just been so long since Kurt Cobain died that they're gonna do another. They wouldn't make sense for them to just start another one. But who knows? Stranger things have happened. Guns N' Roses got together.
Yeah, I just don't foresee them. I just don't foresee Dave Grohl scrapping Foo Fighters for a few years.
Foo Fighters is
because honestly, I think Foo Fighters is actually a bigger band than Nirvana is at this point.
As far as their catalog, yeah, but not as far as the or how big they were, how much of an impact they made. But at this point, Foo Fighters has made more records than Nirvana. That's correct.
Yeah, and
I would say Foo Fighters.
Nirvana, like, I never remember Nirvana headlining the Garden. I know they played a lot of big venues, but they were never stadium, ballpark level.
Well, they're only
of a
really
band.
touring for a few years, but as far as like
Yeah.
records sold or the impact of their records, I mean, Nirvana's gone diamond. I don't know if any Foo Fighters. I don't think any Foo Fighters album has gone more than like platinum. Oh no, Color and the Shape went double platinum, but the rest of them
And-
were only really like single platinum. Whereas opposed to like with Nirvana, you got Nevermind was diamond, In Utero was multi-platinum, Unplugged in
Yeah.
New York was multi-platinum.
They were like
So
a blast out of nowhere for a few years, and it was
Yeah, and
awesome.
Beatles were the
then-
same way. They weren't around that long, but they just did so much in a short amount of time.
And well, like what I was gonna say about Dave Grohl is, but he's done like he's made a longevity career out of it now, which is a separate thing to be like. They're both, I guess, they're two different things. Like longevity career, like Foo Fighters, or a short thing like Nirvana that makes a huge impact. You know, I mean,
I do think if the bass position ever becomes vacant in the Foo Fighters, it'd be cool if Chris Novoselic rejoined, or if Chris Novoselic joined.
isn't he like is he a politician or something?
No, he did that years ago. He's not doing that anymore.
Yeah. But no, cool. But I meant to tell you, I heard one of the Stone Temple Pilots songs, and it's funny. Like I was like, "Oh, this sounds like STP," and they're like, "It's STP." I mean, it's the new STP, and I was like, "Wow." I was like, "It's pretty good." You know, he definitely sounds like Scott.
Yeah, I actually listened to a couple talk show songs earlier in the week. I forgot about that album. It's actually not that bad.
What?
Talk show when the other guys from STP.
I didn't
basically
like
did
it.
the
I
same
liked
thing.
one song.
Yeah, I liked Hello Hello.
That's it.
Yeah, but I forgot. I mean, there were a couple other ones that I forgot how decent they were.
Yeah. It's too bad. You know. Well, actually, I mean, Alex and I saw them. Actually, it was one of our first shows we ever saw was with them. Stone Temple Pilots Family Values 01.
Yeah.
Did you ever see them with Scott? Ever?
No, not with Scott. I saw Talk Show live. My first concert was Foo Fighters Talk Show and a band called Turbocharger at the Wallace Civic Center, but I've never seen him with Scott Weiland.
Yeah. I mean, it was great. I mean, you know, it was good. It was a good show. But actually, we saw Velvet Revolver too, didn't we?
Yeah, we saw I saw the Revolver twice. I think I saw it once with you.
At the Centrum, I want to say.
Yeah, I saw them at the Centrum and I saw them at the Tweeter Center, which is now the Comcast Xfinity Center.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So I mean, what do you guys think of that list? Oh, Def Leppard, that was on there, right? Def Leppard has to.
Def Leppard definitely belongs there. With some of these artists, like for example, I was actually talking with Evan about this before we started the podcast, but it's like Stevie Nicks is already in there with Fleetwood Mac, and for me, I hate it when there's like multiple inductions for one artist. Like I was mentioning, like I think Steve Winwood's been inducted like 3 or 4 times, and so has Eric Clapton for everything he's done, and they deserve the recognition and the credit. But I just like one induction, blanket it all. Like I really don't like the multiple inductions because I feel like it's taking away a spot from somebody else who could be in there.
I agree with that.
So it'd be like with like Paul McCartney, Beatles,
Wings, whatever else you
Just
want to
be
put
one
them on was one thing. Paul McCartney, all these things under that branch, that's perfectly fine. But when you induct them separately, well, let's induct Wings this year. Let's induct the Beatles. Let's induct Paul McCartney. Let's induct whatever Paul McCartney does in like in 20 years.
It kind of
It's
it pushes someone off another year.
Yeah, because you're literally pushing other talent that deserves to be in there off.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I don't know how the committee works on voting them in. Do you guys know how it works?
There's a base committee, and then artists who are already inducted in get votes. So like certain artists vote other artists in on top of that. Yeah.
Gotcha. So yeah, I thought the Zombies that was long overdue because I think they were from like the 50s or 60s, so they've been waiting a long time to be inducted. So they're long overdue.
They're overdue. Def Leppard, I feel, even though they were an 80s band in the 90s and the 2000s, I feel like they're overdue. I felt like they should have gone in years ago.
Yeah, whereas like Rage Against the Machine and Radiohead, I mean,
I feel like it's
lot,
too.
but they
I feel I'm okay with Rage Against the Machine, but I feel like Radiohead is too early.
Well, I mean,
well, they're both early
they're
'90s,
both-
so there's not like
I know
too...
I know they're both early '90s, but I just feel like it's too early.
Rage broke up a while ago, I guess.
And Rage broke up a while ago, so I'm okay. I'm okay if they don't either one makes it in. I'll be happy to see either of them in, but I just like there's other acts I feel like should be in there before them.
Yeah, there's other. I mean, like Kraftwerk is from the '80s,
Like The Cure should be in there.
But I'm
yeah,
surprised, Janet
no, definitely
Jackson
the Cure.
isn't
That's without a doubt. The Cure, Def Leppard.
Yeah, I'm
I like
good
Todd
with.
Rundgren. I know he's not as big as the
I
guys,
feel
but
like Todd
Rundgren.
Rundgren shouldn't even be in it.
You don't think he should be?
No.
Why? You don't like him?
No, I think he's got like 2 good songs.
I'm surprised Janet Jackson is not maybe.
I thought she had already gone in. I'm surprised that she didn't make it.
Yeah.
Super Bowl thing held her back, I guess. Years.
Yeah, so it's a nice list. I mean, like again, this is kind of the time when a lot of the grunge fans are saying, okay, Soundgarden, Smashing Pumpkins, Alice in Chains. It's been 25 years for them, and they'll all get in eventually. But it may
I
be
mean,
a few
I
years.
hope so, but I just know they've been critically like they're like accepted, but like I feel like things like Hall of Fame, Grammys, they kind of overlook them a lot. So, which is fine by me. You know, if it takes them a while to get in. Just
Oh yeah,
how
any
it
award
always
thing
is.
like the Academy, thing like that, there's a certain amount of politics to it. So
Jethro Tull gets in. All right. Well, yeah. I guess we'll have to update on that whenever those get determined.
Yeah, sounds good.
we shall see.
Cool. Anything else going on? You guys got?
I saw movie-wise, I saw A Star Is Born. Fantastic movie. Bradley Cooper did a really good job with that remake.
I heard it was good from people's reviews.
Yeah, it was really good.
Nice. I just want to give a shout out to my buddy John. He got married this weekend.
Congratulations,
Nice.
Mr. Barry.
Yeah.
Congrats, John.
Congrats, John and Renee. I was in their wedding up in New Hampshire this weekend. The little winery. It was pretty cool. Really cool.
That's
place.
great.
I got myself a bottle of wine now that I might crack open tomorrow night after a show. So. But no, it was a nice wedding. You know, it's always nice to be out there for people who are in love. So it's cool. Yeah, but how about for Alex Oakland's show?
I'm working with some venues to get us booked. I will keep everyone posted.
All right.
Yes.
Anything been listening to?
Yes, it's funny you should mention that. Because
We got a long list.
I've got my list of music, starting with a certain artist who's also speaking with you right now, Mr. Alex Lopez, in the absence of your light, out on digital media all over the place.
You can't plug yourself.
I'm gonna plug myself. I will plug myself every episode we do, Mike. Until we get. I will tell you right now. I'm gonna lay the gauntlet down to our listeners and friends and fans and family. I will keep hounding and harassing all of you until I reach 1 million spins on Spotify for
So
one song.
You're harassing people.
I will.
Yeah, so
I
this
absolutely
shit's not
will.
gonna happen.
Don't spam me. Don't call me.
I am
spam
going
me.
to spam the hell out of everybody. You have no idea what you've unleashed, people.
Yeah.
Have fun trying to get to a million. Anyway,
Yeah.
go ahead. Is that it? Just been listening to yourself?
Well, actually, I think you all know I've been ranting and raving about this group called First Aid Kit.
I haven't checked this.
Well, there's some more music for you to check out. They put out an EP a few weeks ago called Tender Offerings, and it is fantastic.
All right.
Cool.
So I recommend that. There's a new single called My Demons from a new band called Fight the Fury. It's a couple of members from Skillet with going a little more aggressive, a little more metal, if you will. Draco Rosa had a few new songs up from his upcoming album called Monte Sagrado, which is fantastic. And Chevelle's releasing their B-sides and rarities, which the album is going to be called 12 Bloody Spies, and their first song off the rarities album is called Sleepwalking Elite, and that's pretty good too.
All right.
Nice.
So those are my listens. for the set?
I'll go quickly here because I only have a couple here. I always go last, and I have nothing to say. I've been listening to the new Stone Temple Pilots, as you said. I like it a lot. I think it sounds great.
Came out a year ago. Already plugged that, but that's fine.
Good. Everybody in turn. Dude, it's not a freaking race. Whenever you listen to something, you listen to it. I've been listening to this new country song. My favorite country song right now is by Van Midland called Burnout. It's really good. And I've been go back and listen to a lot of Rise Against too. That's really listening to a lot. One station listens to a lot of music like them, so.
No, that's cool.
I've been listening to a lot of stuff like that, like a lot of surf rock, like San Diego rock. I've been listening to. That's my update.
Cool. Well, I'm a big Mumford and Sons fan. So recently, they're going to be releasing their fourth album called Delta on November 16th, and they are about a week or so ago they released their newest single, which is called Guiding Light, and it's kind of a blend of their first couple albums, which were more folky with a stronger banjo, like the banjo and all that. And a mix of that and their more recent album, Wilder Mind, which is that was kind of more electric album, more not metal like hard rock, but more like definitely it was definitely heavier, and it was produced by the James Ford, who did a lot of work with like the Arctic Monkeys and Florence and the Machine, Depeche Mode.
Cool.
And I think Paul Epworth is the one who's producing who's produced the newest album, Delta. He's done a little bit of work with rock artists, a little bit with pop artists, but the new single is kind of like just a blend of where they've gone before, which is kind of a nice, kind of a cool step forward. And then Chris Cornell's coming out. They're coming up with a box set to summarize all of his work. Includes Audio Slave, Soundgarden, Temple of the Dog, and a brand new song called, he probably recorded it, I think, in like 2012, but it's a new song called When Bad Does Good, and that's really good as well. So
and that's the first single they released for it, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure if there are any other like unreleased. So there's a box set, and then there's a kind of like a compilation that's just one disc. But I think that's the only song that's really unreleased. I'm sure there'll be others. There's probably all sorts of other unreleased. I know there's a lot of unreleased Audio Slave stuff that has never seen the light of day that they have yet to release.
I can imagine he has a lot of.
They were working on a Soundgarden one as well.
He's probably got a lot of backlog.
Yeah, for this compilation, it's only this song, When Bad Does Good. Yeah, those are the two big ones I've been listening to.
All right. Cool.
Yep.
So I think we're good for this episode then.
Sounds good to me.
All right, Alex, you still there?
I'm still here.
Cool. All right.
All right, well, thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in. And by the way, the
What's
challenge has been laid to all of you listeners. You guys beat me again. I swear to God, I will find you both.
No, I'll just take you out of the podcast.
So you're going to threaten everybody to 1 million spins. Okay.
Yep. It's going to happen, guys.
All right. I think going forward now.
All right, everyone. Thanks for tuning in.
See you, everyone.
Have a good one.
See ya.